Ha! Spirited salutations to all you lovely people watching, and welcome to the AUSACA 2020 Australian A Cappella Awards.
I'm Amelia.
And I'm Chris, and we're coming to you live from the cold, lonely COVID quarantine closet. This could be the highlight of 2020 for me, Amelia. What have we got in store?
Well, Chris, just like everyone else around the world, we've had to shelve live a cappella this year. Which means that unfortunately, all our AUSACA fans and you won't be able to see any new performances today. And it also means that we won't be able to crown this year's national champions.
Well, that is just a kick in the guts, Amelia. Even a weekend of poorly pitched, rhythmically challenged, mediocre amateur a cappella wouldn't have kept me out of the house this weekend. What a tragedy.
Indeed it is, Chris.
You really do have to feel for the Queenslanders in all of this, Amelia. Their one and only marquee event for the year, cruelly stripped away. And look, it's just a lucky thing that we've managed to do a deal with the AFL to give them the grand final as a small consolation, and I'm sure all the rugby fans will be ecstatic.
It's the least we could do. But Chris, despite that token gesture of goodwill, we're still missing all our AUSACA buddies. So we wanted to take this moment on what would have been our AUSACA 2020 weekend to allow everyone the opportunity to reflect on what AUSACA means to them.
So strap on those nostalgia feed bags, folks, and enjoy these adorable anecdotes from ACA years past.
Hey everyone, it's Table of Tones and we love AUSACA. There are so many good memories and so many things that we want to say, but definitely our first ever experience was such a positive one and hilarious when the guys in our ensemble ripped over the shirts and it spelled Tay-Boy. It was hilarious.
Hi, we're very blue.
My name is Max.
My name is Alex.
My name is Monica.
My name's Dan.
That's beatbox for my name is Dennis.
Don't worry, other VPs will understand it. It's a secret language we have.
One of my favorite AUSACA memories is of us winning and then immediately going behind scenes and saying, we have to sing this song.
Me actually being angry, being like, you guys promised?
We wouldn't win. We said we weren't going to win.
You promised me I wouldn't have to sing that song.
Too many words. I didn't remember them all.
She's in tears because they won. That's so sweet. And Amelia says, why do I have to do this? This is the worst.
We had the little sing through beforehand with vocally owned. And we were doing both of our original songs. They did theirs and we were like, oh my god, that was so good. And then we did ours and we're like, well, hopefully we won't have to do that. That's okay.
What I like about AUSACA is that it brings a bunch of different people together from everywhere. The first year I went, there was a group from New Zealand and they were amazing, and it was just really cool to see a bunch of different groups from everywhere. It was meant to be Australia, but it turns out also New Zealand.
Because we want to be inclusive.
And those guys were so sick, and that was a really good memory.
I really like bonding with all of the groups and making friends with all of the groups, and then seeing them at the next year and being like, hey, I met you last time, and you're so talented, and just frothing over everything and all the talent that we get to cross paths with. And
shout out MVP.
Shout out.
My favourite AUSACA memories, gosh, there are just too many to list. I'm not lying when I say that it's the most wonderful time of the year at AUSACA. I love it dearly. But in terms of some favourite moments, I reckon getting to see the Swingles perform live last year was pretty mind-blowing. It was amazing. Getting to work with and meet Deke Sharon last year while he was out here for AUSACA, that was really fun. Thirdly, I'm heavily biased, but witnessing the Macabella's winning set last year, that was an experience. But I think really my favorite part, it's gonna sound cheesy, but getting to know you guys every year is probably one of my favorite parts of working for Vocal Australia and working at AUSACA. I've been so lucky to meet and get to know so many amazing people across the country that all love the same thing together, and it's really cool to have this circle of people that are sharing their stories and their relationships with the music that we make, and I think that's really cool. So I'm very lucky that I've made so many beautiful friends through AUSACA, so really that's my favourite part.
Hi everyone, I'm Daniel and I sing in the Melbourne-based a cappella quintet, Vocally Owned. My first AUSACA memory is my first AUSACA experience because you never forget your first. And for me, that was at the 2015 Victorian State Finals. The reason that this memory sticks out in my mind is because of just how nervous I was, really. Our group had only been around for about half a year at that point, and here we were at this national a cappella competition. We didn't really know anyone. We were also the first to perform in our division, so that was an added layer of stress there. Not to mention that we'd never worked with handheld mics before, so we were trying to figure that out whilst we were on stage performing. So lots of stress there. However, the audience's reaction to our performance was phenomenal. They absolutely loved it and they were cheering for us all the way through our set. And that was just such a gratifying experience, and to know that we'd created something that had entertained so many people was just such an unforgettable feeling. We actually won the award for Best Student Arrangement for our arrangement of Counting Stars, which was incredible, but also like slightly awkward because someone else at that final had also arranged Counting Stars and thought the award was for them. Sorry, Steph. But in saying that, I got to meet Steph and it was the start of a really lovely friendship, and now we enjoy being able to sing a cappella and musical theatre songs with each other, so that's really lovely. 2015 was also the same year that Vocally Owned met the Acapellicans for the first time, and I'm pretty sure that just naturally happened because we were waiting around for a workshop to begin or something, and we just started talking. But I do distinctly remember that at one point I went up on stage with Christian from the Acapellicans to perform an improvised scat exercise thing. I honestly don't remember much. I think I blanked out when I went on stage there, but apparently it was entertaining to everybody else, so that's really good. And yeah, we just meshed and it clicked from that point on because we really enjoyed each other's music style. And when the Acapellicans ended up taking second place nationally that year, I got so excited for them. I remember going up and hugging everybody, and I'm not sure if they were expecting that or were prepared for that, but hey, they got a hug anyway. And yeah, it's just been really nice to be able to continue to support each other over the years.
Hey, it's Jake, formerly of Drums of War. My best AUSACA memories were, being in Drums of War and performing for you guys. You always brought so much energy, you energized us, and it was always lovely to come back every year and perform in front of, people who really like a cappella. But honestly, my best memory, I think, was 2014, my first AUSACA. I was straight out of high school, and I was working backstage, and it also happened to be my birthday on the same night, as happens quite a few years, to be honest. And Suede were the guest performers, and then we all went out for drinks afterwards, and I didn't want to say anything. I was too nervous, too shy, too starstruck, and my friend said, "Oh, it's Jake's birthday," and so then Suede sang 5-part harmony to me on my birthday, happy birthday, and yeah, that was one of the earliest and best memories that I have of AUSACA, and look where it turned out. I ended up performing with Suede a few times, so anything can happen. It's an amazing community.
Hello everyone, it's Steph from Vocally Owned. My first favourite moment is the very first time that I attended AUSACA, and just seeing the AUSACA stage. I think that was in the city, and we were at Federation Square. The stage looked so amazing, and there was just this feeling of belonging, because I've always enjoyed performing and being on stage, and it was so lovely to see all of the different groups perform, and I had never been in a competition setting before, so just the whole feeling of excitement, I won't forget that. It was just amazing.
I'm back. I'm Jess, and we've been to AUSACA for 4 years with the Macabellas. One of my favourite memories of AUSACA is the fact of just getting to meet awesome people. I know everyone says this every time, but getting to meet so many people across all the states and all the groups. making these really cool connections and like really a cappella related connections as well, because like one year we all discovered that we had like Dungeons and Dragons in common, and so the next year with Dennis from Burgundy Blue and a couple of people from A Cappella and some of the Bellas, we like had a game of D&D when we came down for AUSACA that Dennis ran, which was really awesome, and I'll always remember that, which was really cool.
One of my favorite memories was in our second year of AUSACA. We had a costume change, which was really fun, and I think kind of solidified the Bellas brand as something that is very high energy and very fun, and we kind of bring that passion and like choreography and just that really energetic presence to the stage.
Hi ACA people! My name's Georgia and I sing with Vocally Owned from Melbourne. I also used to sing in an all-girls group based in Melbourne called Seeking Harmony. In fact, Seeking Harmony and AUSACA were my gateway into a cappella. My friend Monica, who now sings with Burgundy Blue, the winners from last year's AUSACA, suggested that we give it a go. She'd volunteered for Vocal Australia and it seemed like great fun, and we were all choir kids, so we hadn't had much of an introduction to the a cappella world. So we made a group, we bonded, we had a great time exploring music, and we met a whole bunch of people from different states that we wouldn't normally cross paths with. Besides, a cappella is such an inclusive environment. It's broad, it's versatile, you can absolutely make it your own. All different kinds of genres can be adapted, you do some cheeky little genre swaps, which Vocally Owned is known for, and it's just a great way to play around with music and represent yourselves through your singing. I think my favourite specific memory from AUSACA might have been from 2017 when I was there with Vocally Owned. When everyone was backstage, we were all a bit nervous, a bit on edge, but also a bit excited. And we thought about the fact that, of course, when you're all lining up ready to go on, you don't necessarily have the chance to see everybody perform on stage. So instead, to do a bit of culture sharing, if you will, and to really just have a last little rehearse and get some nerves out, we all did a cheeky little preview for each other backstage. We were in the green room, we had 4 or 5 groups participating, everybody performed one of their songs, and we all got so excited for each other, all gassed up, everybody was ready to go, and it was just so inclusive and supportive, and it really just gave everyone that extra little oomph, I think, to get on stage and have a great time and do well and be proud of ourselves. It made me proud to be part of the a cappella community in Australia, and it made me proud of everyone and proud of us. And it was really just a really beautiful moment that I won't forget.
Despite our victory, my favourite AUSACA memory is still when that guy got knocked out by a dab backstage.
Honestly, I don't remember this.
2016, first AUSACA.
Oh, wow.
You told me about this, but I can't actually remember seeing it.
Yeah, so we were going, we'd been taken from the audience, and we were walking towards getting ready to go on for our set at 2016 AUSACA. And as we were going towards the stage, A Cappella were coming off, and we'd seen the end of their set, and they had a cool dab in the middle of it because there was all the rage in 2016. And
still
we
is
going on. We were like, still is, of course, the greatest dance move ever. And we were like, oh man, did the dab, you did it. And they were like, yeah, we did it. And one guy did the hugest dab, and he went, whoop, bam, and just smacked the guy next to him in the head. No. And he just dropped to the ground, knocked out. And he got up a few seconds later, he was fine. But it was just the most, the most murderous dab of all time. Really put us in the zone for singing on stage.
My best memory of AUSACA is winning.
Oh my god!
Of course.
So I'm surprised no one said that so
I was not like, I was like, if we win one award, I'll be so happy. And so when we won Best Jazz Song, I was like, ah! And I'd like already cried all my makeup off. And then
It was really special because the years before we always kind of work very hard but then not get anything. Not that it's about the awards, and that's not at all the important thing. And
but it feels nice.
But it's kind of like it's a recognition of your hard work, and that year was very special, I feel, for the Macabellas in 2019 because we worked our bloody butts off, and
you were music director.
Yes, Kay. No, at all. No, it's everyone's amazing team effort, and I think that's a wonderful thing about AUSACA as well, is that it gives a great project for a cappella groups to work towards, and You know, because the a cappella scene here is not as big as it is in America. So having one in Australia is really special. And yeah, it was very special being up on stage, as well having Macapella on the side of us. So the both of us were going into Osaka that year. I remember being on the plane and I was like, oh, you know what, even just third would be really great. Or even just, you know, just I want like, just, you know, maybe just one award. And then I remember being up on stage and being so overwhelmed with emotion because there were all these awards that kept coming out. It felt very surreal, and I think having Deke, Sharon there as well that year, our
He's the a cappella father figure.
Yeah, so he was like, you know, having all of that moment come in and seeing also Macapella be recognised for their wonderful, amazing work was really special for Macquarie Uni that year. So yeah, that was very
great. And then to top it off, like Deke, Sharon was like, hey, do you guys want to record at last for my Facebook page?
Oh my God.
And lost our absolute mind.
That video were all like, that was amazing,
right?
All cried out makeup on. I remember it says going off that we had just won and we were all freaking out, like running around like headless chickens. Like literally like
eyeliner running
eyelashes
down
off of my face. And then Deke, Sharon, like, because in the picture I was saying we had a picture together, and then he turned to me and he's like, yeah, so I think I really want to record you guys singing. And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna take this one. And I like went up and I was like, Kate, oh my God, who wants to record us?
Yeah.
And then we were like,
I gave us the nicest pep talk before we recorded it as well.
He was like, women are amazing, like blah 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 blah.
I think my favourite comment was when we received the first award. The trophy, the plaque. It's called a plaque, okay?
Oh my God.
Yeah, when we received it, and then he got the microphone. It's like, it's just like Pitch Perfect. I thought that was so wonderful to have this musical director literally have such a relatable story for us as an all-female group as well. Was just so special. Yeah.
So I spend almost all of every year planning Osaka, and there's no way that I can pick even one memory all up, or even one memory from each year as my highlights. But what I can say is an overall memory, and that is the friendships that I've built with people over the years, including some people who have now become my best buddies. And I'm so grateful to have had the opportunity to meet those people during Osaka and during Vocal Australia events. And I know that this memory is not just my memory too, because I know that so many of the people who either come to an Osaka event in the audience or singers that have participated, that they also have found new friends that have become their tribe, their clan. And I'm so glad that we've been able to provide that opportunity for people to find their people, and that you can have these new wonderful friendships from this that will hopefully last you a lifetime, especially right now while we're going through these challenging times, how much we miss those friendships. And Osaka is definitely not just about the singing, but it is about that bond between everyone else that we've connected with, whether it's in a different state or even a different country. So yeah, my memories, all of you.
My favourite thing about Osaka, and what I'm really gonna miss this year, is it's all about community. You know, it's all about making friends and collaborating and coming together to, like, obviously it's a competition, but really if you think about it, it's the biggest show that a cappella puts on that's got kind of all of the groups together, which is really just one collaboration showcase, I guess, if you want to look at it like that, at least that's how I do. And, you know, we all push each other to be better, but also celebrate each other. The after party, you just make so many friends, and you're all like-minded, but also you're all different. And it's a really cool collaboration of, like, you know, we have the barbershop, we have the jazz, we have, you know, we have people from New Zealand, we have people from, you know, all over Australia coming together, who all have different experiences, who all have different interpretations of a cappella and how to perform a cappella. You get to just chat and nerd out, and it's really cool. And I think I'm gonna miss it big time this year. It was really exciting because everyone was gonna come up to our little patch of Australia next year.
I'm pretty sure a lot of groups will say this, but AUSACA has really given me the opportunity to meet new people and make new friends. I've met so many lovely and talented singers, and I've made some really good friends along the way. And it's so great. Obviously, I would love to have lunch or dinner with all of the groups, but sometimes you're just a bit too far away. However, it's fantastic when you can meet up with a group that's in Melbourne and we just have a lunch together.
And another good memory is inducting Alex Vandenbroek into the Macabellas as an official Macabellas member. Yes.
Yeah.
She's the best.
Yeah.
Everything we could ask for in a Macabella sister and more. Huh?
Like Tez and Sammy have said that, you know, the wonderful thing about AUSACA is constantly seeing other groups from Australia, and then now to be able to collaborate with them was so wonderful when Alex got to arrange Grace Kelly for us, and yeah, to have someone believe in us that way as well was so touching, and the same as that we believe in MVP and other all-female groups as well as everyone else, but it was really special that we could bring her vision onto the stage and also snag a few awards.
Yeah.
So
that's not important though. We don't awards, but winning 3
And watching one of my arrangements come to life on the AUSACA stage in 2018, we did my arrangement of Alive, which was really, really amazing to watch, to be a part of.
The connections that you make, as you mentioned before, but not only in a friendship way, but in a collaborative way as well. If I need advice on arrangements, sound, structure of parts or whatever, there's so many people that I can message and be like, hello, I just have a quick question, or send a quick email to be like, hello, can you listen to this for me? And that's great. And like meet people at the after party, not that I remember much from the after party, but yeah, coming together and just meeting all these people in friendship ways and collaborative ways and just having that community.
Oh my god, and the after parties where like when one of the people's songs would come on and we would like, everyone would be like, so like we did Girls Just Want to Have Fun, and everyone's like, where are the Macabellas? Because it came on at the after party and we all like run over and like teaching everyone our dance moves, which is like, you know, like some hip swings. Yeah, brilliant.
It's when we did at RMIT.
Yeah, that was 2016.
2016, and we were just overlooking this, waiting and overlooking this city, and there was like this window, and we all kind of huddled up, and just started riffing and started just improvising. What song was it?
Superstition.
Was it both?
Might have been both actually, but I think it was Superstition, and then we just like, you know, just started doing it, and it was like, it actually sounded really good, and then it's just us sort of like, it was basically just a actual, you know, riff off improv things that you only find in like, you know, Glee or Pitch Perfect and stuff, and I was like, this is my real life.
I am just immensely proud of my Ringer choir. Monica, please. 2018 Ringer choir for me was like September, and I forgot the middle one was, and then Bang Bang. It was like such a, I don't know, I just loved the set so much, and I was so proud of what everyone did.
It was a highlight.
Another thing I've just remembered about AUSACA was it in our, no, it would have been 2017, I think, when all the groups hung out backstage. We all sung for each other.
That was so nice.
Nobody could hear.
Yeah.
Nobody could go up and hear each other.
That was
because,
lovely.
like, it's such a small set.
Yeah.
That was really nice and wholesome.
In more recent memories, something that sticks out to me is just how proud I was of, sorry, pardon the pun, of the original a cappella song that I wrote, titled Proud. And that was really exciting for me because the judges actually awarded it with the best, the runner-up award for the best a duo video performance, which was really exciting and sort of gave me the confidence to continue to pursue original songs, especially in the medium of a cappella music. So that was really exciting there. So I'm gonna take that one with me and cherish that memory in my heart. Not to mention as well that at that particular 2019 AUSACA final, we had the Swingles come and perform for us, and oh my goodness, they are so good live. And then when they sang Buchimish, I hope I'm saying that correctly, when they sang that song, I absolutely died in my chair to hear that being sung live. Blew my mind. I was just in awe of the vocal dexterity going on. It was just... whew.
I think the one that I think of the most though, like absolutely, whenever I think of like favourite memory of AUSACA is in our like 2018 set. 2019. No, it's 2018.
18
yeah.
years.
In 2018 set we did the arrangement of Telephone, which was like so complicated for us and something that we'd been working on for a couple of years to like move towards, and it like kind of was like a massive change in like our sound and our confidence. And like when we came out on the stage and like that song was our last of our set, and at the end of that one we just all had this like absolute high, like this exhilarated like rush where we felt like the best that we could possibly feel, and like that was because of AUSACA giving us that to like...
That was a moment for like all of us, I think.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
song is just like cemented in my brain as like the song, and we were all like, we'd make eye contact on the stage and be like, is this happening? Are we nailing it right now? Is this happening? Like the energy was so good, and it was like one of the best times we performed that song for sure.
Thank you to AUSACA. Thank you.
And big kisses to Alex,
Amelia, everyone. Thank you to the team.
Another thing is just being able to do workshops with all of these really successful people in the a cappella industry. Obviously, Deke's a great example. Vocally Owned has worked with him, I think, 2 or 3 times now, and it's always been so useful. And we've also got to meet Straight No Chaser, and when the Swingles came to perform, like those were all such amazing opportunities that I would have never had otherwise.
My favourite was when you were up on stage accepting all the awards, and I was like so overwhelmed and crying, and you were sitting behind me like literally like how we are now, and I turned around and I was like, this means we get to do our song, and you like crying at me to crying scared. Walking to the after party, and then everyone was walking to the venue, and everyone was singing that Take On Me. And it was just so
just like it was 50 of us a cappella nerds like walking down the street and people being like,
it was in 2018. It was great. I think it was and it was literally everyone was just someone started singing, and then you had like literally a whole lot of 35 other people joining in.
It was like great. I don't know you didn't know me, but we know the song.
My favourite thing about a cappella after parties is that people point at their own mouths when they find a good harmony. They're like, like I did it.
If Burgundy Blue never formed, what group would you want to be in AUSACA?
I think Giselle.
Giselle, interesting.
Yeah, I like the vibe.
Velveteen.
Actually, Velvet. Oh.
Take that.
You stole my answer.
I feel like I'd be the only one they let in.
You sure? I look pretty damn good in a dress.
Steph Firth kind of said, we had a discussion once about, if we ever need a bass. And I was like, yeah, sure. I'm happy to wear like the rouge, the lipstick, and the dress as well. Because let's face it, I've got good legs.
Hey.
Ritter's got some pretty good legs too. I reckon he'd give you some competition for that. I would probably say maybe Temper.
I was thinking Temper.
Yeah, I very much enjoyed them.
Interesting.
The secondary answer to this is so the reason Burgundy Blue was formed because I was wanting to form an all-male group
I
back in
remember
2016 for AUSACA. And then one was like, excuse me, why do you never invite me to anything? And I was like, all right, well, maybe, fine, I'll let you in. So, if Burgundy Blue didn't exist, probably an all-male group of some sort. So maybe. I mean,
Doing a bit of contemporary and a bit of barbershop.
Festival Statesman-esque sort of thing.
If they needed an extra member for Vocally Owned, hell yes.
Okay.
You're moving across the pond, are you, Dan?
This is on the proviso that we had never formed.
Yes.
It sucks that we can't be at Osaka this year. Pretty much.
We're pretty sad.
We love Osaka, and we were really hyping ourselves up this year. We were like, oh my gosh, what's our set gonna be? We won last year. We gotta pull our weight. And to hear it be cancelled was really sad. So I'm really happy that we can still make this video and hopefully be a part of something.
Yeah.
And the Osaka album, which hopefully
Very exciting.
it's really exciting to come out.
Wow, what a roller coaster of emotions. Thanks to everyone who shared their memories of Osaka. And fingers crossed, we'll be back next year with our live events. But in the meantime, keep your eye out for our new Osaka collaboration albums featuring the best of Aussie a cappella. Plus, you can be part of one of our special original song collaboration tracks. But registrations are closing this week, so make sure you sign up now.
That is all from us here at Osaka.
See you all again soon.
Stay safe, sane, and tell your parents you love them. Bye now.